What's up, warrior? Welcome back to Daily Wisdom. Today, I'm going to drop you a secret on how to get a 500% growth in your life, in your business. And if you like success hacks, if you like speed, then this is going to be for you. So if that sounds interesting to you, share this, by the way. But we're going to talk about why mentors and coaches will save you time and money. One of the best kept secrets of the rich is they realize they're not the best, right? And I think we have to uncondition ourselves. And I don't know about you, but I grew up in a society, I grew up in a mindset that it's stupid to ask questions. Like, never look like you don't know what's going on. It makes you look weak. It makes you look vulnerable. Maybe you're someone like me where, imagine if you're back in class, have you ever been in one of those situations, the professor, the teacher will ask, "Hey class, does anyone have a question?" And it's like crickets, right? Like, nobody wants to be the one to break the ice, because the reality is most of us fear being judged rather more than the fear of not getting what it is that we want, not having the wisdom that could transform our life. And I'm the number one culprit of this. I don't want to look bad, and I don't want to even risk the ability to look stupid. So because of that, I don't ask questions. But if you take a look at anyone super successful, and if you want to hyper growth your trajectory, then it's important that you realize that the most successful people in the world realize that they just don't know what they don't know. And the fastest way to do it, and the fastest way to get to the other side, is find coaches and mentors. When I realized that in my life, it changed everything for me. Because think about it. If you're trying to master something in your business, for example, let's say your issue is, I don't know how to effectively sell where somebody wants to do it. Maybe you're having an issue with somebody like having your prospects respond to you. And you're trying to figure out yourself, and you're banging your head on the same wall over and over and over again. Yes, you can do that. But why not just ask a question to somebody that's been there, done that, that's already succeeded, and just absorb what it is that they have? That's why coaches and mentors, if you find a good one and you learn from them, you can increase your success by 500%. You save money and time. So when you start to realize that, start getting really good at seeking them out. But I think what's also important is this, and I wonder, do you have coaches and mentors in your life? Right? What area are you trying to go for? I think it's also important to know how to learn from these coaches and mentors as well. You see, I've been saying this quote a lot, but if you do what they do, you make what they make. That's the saying. But I actually believe that it's not just the doing of the do, it's also the way that they do it. If you do what they do, the way that they do it, then you make what they make. And this is a big issue, because you're probably the type, if you're watching this right now, you're probably the type that goes on YouTube, you read books, you listen to podcasts. There's so much information that's out there. You go to the training, don't you? You listen to the books, don't you? You're learning as much as you can. And yet, if you've ever been in a place where you still are not getting the results that you want, then more than likely it's not the fact that you didn't only just not do what the mentor, the coach told you to do, but it's also the way that they do it. Let me give an example. Let's say you're in door-to-door sales. Very rare these days, but mad respect to anyone that's done door-to-door. If you've done door-to-door, by the way, put a 1 in the comments. Any respect. I've done door-to-door for a day or two. I died. That was hard for me. Rejection was intense. You feel the wave of rejection on your face when they slam the door on your face. So imagine I gave you a script. I can tell you exactly what to say, exactly what gets the door to open, exactly what actually helps you, and mad respect to doing door-to-door. I can give you exactly the scripts to make a sale. But if you go in and you knock on the door, and in your mindset, you're like, they're not going to buy. I'm bothering them. They're going to slam the door in my face. you can still do the same thing, but because you didn't do it the right way, it'll still lead to the lack of result. I hope this makes sense. So when you find a good coach, when you find a good mentor, here's a big key that I've learned to getting the results that you want is yes, absorb every single detail of what they're doing. There's a tactical side. There's a way, there's a system of doing it. So just like a cake, you got to make sure you include all the ingredients. So if they're telling you to do something a certain way and say something a certain way, just copy it. Because every step is there for a reason. Don't pick and choose until you've gotten the results and tried it. However, I'd submit to you that the more important thing to even absorb from this coach or mentor is the way that they do it. And when I learned to take notes this way, it changed everything for me. So I would take notes on my mentors and I say, what are they saying to have someone say yes? But also how and why are they saying that? I want to get into their mind. I want to understand their paradigm. I want to understand their psyche. You see, the thing that produces the biggest results is the way that they're doing it. So then I would start to imagine that it was literally like my mentors and then be able to deliver that in the situation. For sake of example, when I started to get into speaking, I could do the presentation and regurgitate the information. But what I really wanted to get down was the method, the mindset of how my mentors did it. They had such authority. They were powerful with their words. They were convicted. They were caring. They were intentional. They weren't weak with their stance. Does this make sense? Absorb both the what to do, but also the way of doing it. To put it another way, I love using this visual all the time because if you want to be able to produce the same results as your coach or your mentor, then what you want to absorb is not just what you're consciously thinking. You want to absorb what's in their paradigm and their subconscious thoughts. You see, your coach or mentor gets a result in what you're trying to learn because they think a certain way. They believe they're a certain way. For example, let's say they're a top money earner in business. They know that they deserve to be a top money earner. They know that they have massive value, that they're helping people. They know that because they know that they demand a high ticket, because when they help somebody, they're capable of delivering. Now, that mindset came first before the money did. So, as you're looking at the mentor, as you're looking at the coach, as you're gaining and you're gleaning from them, absorb both the what to do, get the tactics, get the scripts, get the details, but also get the way that they do it. And that's the thing that I really was curious about. Because when you can start to think like they think and you do as they do, you feel as they feel, that will inevitably lead to better results. And that'll inevitably lead you to 5 times results. So find the right coaches, find the right mentors, but absorb from them the right way and then implement it the right way. And you're going to see how that's going to save you both time and money in your life. So I hope that was beneficial for you. I'm curious, do you have a coach or mentor that you're following? Do you have somebody that you are saying, I'm going to absorb everything from them in a certain space? Put a 1 in the comments if you do have anybody in mind. And it could be multiple, it could be a book, it could be a podcast, it could be a person. It doesn't really matter. But I hope today that you absorb the way of being able to absorb from them. This has lended very powerfully for me in my life. And that's how I'm able to acquire skills and traits and things very, very quickly. Okay. So if this was helpful, share it. Subscribe to my YouTube if you haven't yet already as well too. Put this plus a lot of other cool daily wisdom things to help you in your personal growth and life. But other than that, have an amazing day. We'll talk with you soon. We're out.